Powered by Riverside.
Well,
And we're back, baby.
we're back. Happy to be here. It's a lot of cheering, buddy. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Everybody relax, thanks for coming in tonight. That's fantastic. What's good, brother?
Well, man. What cup were you holding up there?
Oh, well, this may or may not be an upcoming sponsor. I don't want to, get the people too riled up, but we got a buddy of ours looking out for us. So,
how's your day, night, evening going?
Well, it's going very well. What a day. I mean, I tell you what, the beginning of the week can be challenging, obviously, because you're coming off of a weekend where a lot went on. Friday, we're doing some things, busy. Saturday, obviously the show. So you got one day pretty much to rest up, which is Sunday. And then right back to work on Monday. And we all know how it feels to go to work on Monday, don't we?
It drags. It really does.
It does. Listen, first of all, I want to thank the people for coming in, spending some other day, night, whatever time you're watching this with us. Thank you for popping in. Don't forget, if you get a chance, you can just do it right now. Can't they do it right now, Jimmy? What can they do?
They could like, they could share, they could comment, and they could subscribe.
That too.
Yeah.
I want them to do all that at the same time because we need your support to keep this channel going. And we're the men of the people. This is
the People's Podcast.
All right, so we're here for you. We're not here for us. We're not here to get rich. We're here for you guys, and we got a bunch of information for them, bro. What a weekend, huh?
I mean, you want to get into the show? You want to spill some beans? What do you want to do?
We jumped all over it this week, right? And we came out the gate hot talking about the loss of one of our departments this week. Well, can we have a moment of silence for the dearly departed Lee County? That's enough of that. They decided, I don't know, they couldn't stand the heat, so they got in the kitchen maybe? What do you think?
I think there might have been more to it. I was watching the show, and the last clip of them and the deputy was just like, I'm over it. Just leave me alone. And I was like,
is that what you saw?
Well, that's it. He's done. He doesn't want to be on the show anymore. So they're just going to wrap it up and leave it at that.
We went ahead and we jumped in and posted something on socials today talking about it. Me and my wife are having a discussion. And if you are watching this and you discuss certain things like this with your significant other, put it in the chat. Me. I talk about this type of stuff. But we're talking about the show when I found out what was going on. So check this out. There are 5 components that have to mesh well to keep departments on the show. The agency, its local government, the community, the cops, and the production team all have to jive in some way or form. And this is 100% right, because if you have the agency that's down the go, right? But the local government of the city or whatnot is like, we don't like it that much. You got a problem. Even if all the cops are happy, even if the production crew's happy, even if, 4 of those 5 things are cool, it ain't gonna work. Likewise, Jim, if the production team doesn't like the cops are right with, that's a problem. If the community doesn't like that the camera crews are right with the cops, that can be a problem. The local government, which would be city hall, city manager, or something of that nature, has a problem. Well, you're not going to be on the show for much long. What say ye?
Hey, you're 100% right. But I mean, you got the deputies. I'm sure it's taxing on deputies and police officers. having those guys right behind you the entire time, asking you questions through one ear, and then you got your boss through a different ear, and then you got all these things that have to mesh well. And I'm sure it's taxing on you as an officer to have them right behind you constantly, right?
Right. So a peek behind the curtain, because this is what I like to do. I mean, when the show first started, we knew ahead of time what the deal was. Now, I would hope that all agencies do what our agency did. Our police chief, our city manager, our our city council, everybody's very transparent with each other. So Chief Jakari Young made the agreement, city manager and the council, they all signed off on it. And then he immediately got with the department and said, hey, I want to know who's interested in this show. Before I sign any paperwork or say yes, I want to gauge your interest in this situation. Do you think that's the right or wrong thing to do?
Yeah, 100%. You got to have people that are on board and willing, not just whatever you guys say, voluntold.
Right.
You can't
Right.
be voluntold to do something like this because, it's just going to show in your work ethic that you don't want to do this. You don't want them there. And you're just going to bamboozle the whole thing, which nobody wants. Everybody wants the genuine officer or deputy to be there on the show.
Right. Right. So once he gauged that interest, everybody that had some form of, desire to be on the show, we had a meeting, and then he laid out the law. Him and the command staff laid out the law. This is how it's going to be. This is how we're going to address. This is how we're going to groom ourselves. This is how we're going to, he said, be warned, govern yourselves accordingly. And so from there, we knew what to expect, right? After that, we had a little bit of time to do some of the actual ride along situation. We didn't just say yes one day and then the next day we were on the show. Now, a lot of these departments, they're leaving one agency one day and then a day or two, they're already in the next agency. And you got to train officers how to be on television. And there's nuances behind the camera. I mean, you can imagine what's going on, right? These guys have to frame you. They have to know what's going on. There's all kind of gear. I mean, you saw some of the setup, right?
Yeah, and it's not just the setup. You have to watch out for 2 or 3 other people's lives.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just, okay, I'm doing this by myself and I'm going to just have this video camera rolling. No, you got to make sure that these guys aren't stepping out into traffic when they got the camera holding up, or the one guy's, maybe videotape something he's not supposed to, and you're going to be like, hey, that's, medical.
Sensitive.
You can't.
Right.
I'm sure it's a lot. And, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize that some of the show is aired or recorded during the daytime. So you got these guys constantly with you, it looks like. So you got to have other officers be like, oh, okay, I'll do this on my shift, right? Because, I mean, obviously some of it's during the day when they do the previously aired. It's not,
right.
Not a big secret.
Absolutely right. And so, again, these guys are trying to figure you out. You're trying to figure them out. And there has to be total trust there. When I say they have to jive, I have to know that if it goes down, you guys are paying attention. You're going to get out of the way. Or if I'm losing this fight, hopefully you jump in it. Yeah. Or if I see something about to break bad, you see it in my body language, my face, my vocal inflection, right? So it takes a little bit of time to get that rhythm. It's almost like a dance, and it takes 2 to tango. So that's right, just like that. But when we're really thinking about it, it's like it takes 5. If one of those entities are out of sync, chances of you remaining on the show are slim to none. Because if the community doesn't like you, when I say community, where you work or the OP Nation, they are the biggest critics out here, right? If they're not watching because your calls are boring, it's going to show reflecting the ratings, right? Yep. And then what are they doing? Next.
Getting the axe.
Right. So that's my diatribe about that situation. But in comes a new agency, which we went ahead earlier today and we put up a poll because, we had an idea.
You got to tease it.
I had to tease it, and give it to them a little bit. And then OP went ahead once we put up the poll, and then they went ahead and announced who the new department was. But before that ever happened. What was the last agency that came
on? Robitussin.
Yeah, before Robeson came on, we put a poll up as well. And in that poll, we basically said the same thing. Our question was simply this: which agencies are going to be on? Right? There's the post from On Patrol Live, the official page, welcoming Everett Police Department from Washington State to the show. But you see what time that post came out? That post came out, it was 9 hours ago now. But our poll was 10 hours before. Our poll was an hour before that came out. So we had Alaska, Mississippi, Washington, Arkansas. And coincidentally, once they announced it, everybody started chiming in from Washington State. Like they're going to win a prize. Yeah. But no, I mean, I just thought it was interesting because the last poll I put Washington State in as well, and nobody voted for them because they thought they wouldn't go west again.
Yeah. I'm curious.
Yeah.
See how that goes.
We fool around with this, this social media, me and you, and, I guess some other people taking a peek at it. So it's a fun thing, but Washington State gets busy, man. I mean, our buddy Donnelly's from there.
Dude, I'm excited to see some of the things that go down there.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Well, there's a lot of woods, but there's also a lot of trailer parks in there. I got to do a little research about that agency, but I bet they get busy if they're putting them on the show, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yep, for sure.
All right. So, with all that being said, what do you say we just jump right into something, huh?
Yeah, let's do it. Man, baby. Richland with the domestic.
That was a bloody mess, huh?
It was a bloody mess. And I don't know if you have a clip ready to go about it or if you just want to talk about it, but it was...
Yeah, I'm going to pull the clip up here. By my count, from Friday, Richland had 3 calls, Daytona had 4, Indian River had 3, Toledo had 2, Robitussin had 1. Lee County only had the 2 calls. Fontana, same traffic, and Berkeley with 3. So it wasn't an extremely busy night. Of course, Daytona, we do what Daytona does. Mm-hmm. But this Richland call was something else, man. So let's jump right into this Richland call and see if there's something. See if you can identify. OP Nation, OPL, Recaps people, help us identify the moment where we knew things were about to go bad. Check this out.
Avery Arrington was returning to his car after a call when audio? This happened.
Returning to his car.
Copy, 441. We'll give it just a minute to get logged in. Okay, copy.
Hey, Richard County Sheriff's Department, open the door! Come on, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Oh, man.
Stay right there, no, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Thank you, nobody understands.
He didn't want to fight a man, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
What an apartment complex, huh? Broken
Central,
glass
everywhere, case number.
Blood. All right. So right about there, I knew it was going to be one of those nights, right?
Yeah, that's like the worst startup call right there. A domestic with broken glass and blood and, and you could just hear her saying, ready to press charges. I don't want to go through this again. Like, This is ongoing, and that's the sad part.
Yeah, really tough situation there. I was wondering at first, I didn't catch what Dan said initially watching it. He was on his way back to his car.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was responding to a domestic alone, which is, customarily a no-no. But he just happened to be walking back to the car and, you hear broken glass and you don't know as an officer, right? If you're dealing with a burglary, a home invasion, you're not sure what's happened. It could be a murder you're walking into, right?
Yep, 100%. I mean, literally could have turned into that.
Yep.
I mean, it could have. 100%.
Right. It was likely too, because if she bled out in there, he didn't get her any help, or he said, "Oh crap, I'm too far into this," and finishes the job.
That's it. And then she's just in there for as long as he wants.
Yeah, and that's the sad part about it. Yeah, super sad, man.
Yep.
I wasn't a big fan of, and this is not going to sound great, but how nonchalant the suspect was about what he did. I mean, he didn't seem too apologetic. He was kind of like, "What are you doing? Why are you putting me in handcuffs? I mean, I do this all the time, right?"
That's a career abuser.
Oh, God.
That's the sad part. He's gotten away with it every day of his life, and he doesn't see anything wrong with it. That's
right.
That's the sad truth about.
That's the worst part about it. You're hitting the nail right on the head, because guys like him with that size, I mean, like if we just jump back over and did, a subject officer factor situation here. I'm going to show you a still image. Check this out. The size of this guy compared to Arrington. From right here, it looks like it'd be a fair fight.
Yeah, until you go back. To when he gets him out of the doorway, he's about a foot taller than him.
Right. I mean, the guy's not a slob. I mean, look at his shoulders. He's got traps. He's got, obviously, I'm not checking the guy out, but as officers, when we're looking at these people, we're looking at officer subject factor. It's going to determine what type of force we use. Are we going to use officer presence, right? Are we going to use verbal commands? Are we going to go to an impact weapon or a chemical weapon? Or are we going to a projectile such as something like a taser or something like that? Or are we going firearm? Because if you got a 5'2" female that weighs 110 pounds, I'm not saying she can't handle herself, but then you got a 6'7" MMA fighter. That's not a fair fight.
Nope.
So she can articulate the use of deadly force if he's clenching his fist, coming at her, just committed a violent act to another female. I mean, could you say, could you agree with me? All bets are off at that point.
100%. All bets are off, and you have to save your own life.
Right. So I just think this criminal's a coward. He was bigger than the male officer on scene. He didn't want to square it with him. Hey, kudos to you for not committing battery LEL. But if you're such a tough guy, don't take it out on a female. How about that? Okay. Yeah. Once you see a guy about your size, give him a little resistance, give him a little something, make it fun. You're going to jail one way or the other, but just make it fun for everybody involved, right?
Yep. But definitely give it up to the deputy. Good communication.
Yep.
He held the scene down.
Yep.
He talked to her, tried to calm her down.
Yep.
He had the tourniquet quick, and he told her what's going to happen, because those things are not meant for comfort. They are just like handcuffs. They hurt when they go on. So he was methodical about everything about that call, and I loved it. It was great.
I mean, yeah, he's by himself, just like you said, very methodical. Sits the subject down, then tries to render aid. He's calling for unit. He's calling for backup, right? But it's Richland County. The nearest backup can be 10, 15 minutes away.
Yep.
So he's doing it all by himself at that time. Masterful effort by Master Deputy Arrington. Hats off to you, my friend.
Yep.
Tip of the cap.
And I love that he runs everywhere. I mean, if you heard some glass breaking, you might be like, what's that? And you just start walking a little bit faster, but he just gets it. I mean, he's just a runner. I give him props for that.
That's you can tell he's not a coward. Nope. Because I'm not saying any cops are cowards, God forbid. But when you run to the sound of violence immediately without hesitation, no cowardice in you, man. I love it, man. Good stuff. Hopefully we get to talk to him one day, huh? What do you think?
Yeah, I would like that a lot.
Yeah, me too.
It's funny we played that scene because on Saturday I went to a domestic violence thing, and it was interesting. Yep. I went, and they had a big ceremony for that domestic abuse council that's over on the area. They don't like to put out where they are.
Correct.
But, it was great. It was very interesting, and I think the wifey and I are going to help donate some time to fixing up their establishment, and her boss is going to donate a bunch of money because rich people do that, and going to help out. So it was the two things went hand in hand. I was like, oh, look at this is crazy. So yeah.
Oh man, good stuff, Jimbo. Yeah, buddy. What a boy. That's what us men of the people who do. We give back.
I'm telling you, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta enjoy life and help out others when you can. Indian River, baby.
Ooh.
Indian River.
Which one?
They had a traffic stop.
Oh, the previously on the. Let's just get into it. I don't even want to talk about it. Let's just go right for it. Oh, yes.
River County in Florida, passenger had a kind of unorthodox way of showing he wasn't hiding anything in his pants.
So right now we're just going to do a traffic stop on the vehicle. Got an infraction on the vehicle not coming to a complete stop at the stop sign back. We pulled it over. Contact documents. Hey, stay in the car for me. Stay in the car. Close the door. Stay in the car. 1102. Can I get another Wanky? Yeah, I'm on a traffic stop. I got a guy that just tried to get out the car. I mean, that's right.
I wasn't trying to get out.
Okay, why did you try to open up the door?
I just opened the door.
Okay.
Just because I wanted to put my hand up and let you see me.
Come on, get out the car. Let me pat you down if you don't mind. Do you mind?
Oh, stop.
Oh, go this way.
I got my license and all this.
Hey, go back this way.
Hold on.
Go
I'm
this way.
just speaking.
Go this way.
I'm just speaking.
Go this way.
Hey, I'm just speaking now. I got my ID now.
Hey, I need you to go back over here.
I will.
Where? See that? Hey, do me a favor. Stick your hands out the car for me. And stick them out of the car. Stick your hands out of the car and leave them over there like that. Okay? Anything crazy in your pocket, son?
Flashlight. Put my bike up the reach. No, I'm just on you.
Let me watch this.
Come on, man.
Sit down.
Come on, man. Come on.
Excuse me, sir.
I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Let you see. I ain't got you.
Hey, I mean, he's very forthcoming. He had nothing hidden with the deputy. I don't know what the hell you're doing. That was just great. Like,
I'm at a loss for words.
you deal with some characters.
Say the least. I mean, guys want to take their clothes off for you. It's very strange. You don't ask them to do it. It's almost like they're overcompensating or trying to hide something, right?
Yeah, I mean, it would definitely arouse my suspicion to look someplace else besides his body, but...
Arouse your suspicion, no pun intended?
Oh, but I'm doing... There it is.
Man, oh man, what a mess.
Yeah, that's a...
Didn't he end up in jail, though, for something?
Did he?
Somebody went to jail, right?
The other guy went to jail because he had a suspended DL, and they were impounding his car.
Yeah.
But old boy got to walk home with his pants on.
Pants on the ground. Remember that guy from American Idol? Pants on the ground. Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground.
What's wrong with you?
I got a lot of issues, man.
What's in your cup?
This, some water and what have you.
Oh, okay. Wait, that's a Flanagan's cup.
It's a Flanny's cup, just like...
Yeah, water doesn't go in that.
Oh, well, soft drink. Yeah, that was a definitely, we do these traffic stops and we never know what we're going to run into, right? Because people are suspicious, right? Mm-hmm. They get nervous around law enforcement. Secondarily, they are attempting to hide things from us. And sometimes they're trying to distract us from what the other guy's trying to do. We've seen that in officer-involved shootings, all kind of surreptitious activity and nefarious acts by criminals. Sometimes our buddy's just the accomplice. So luckily for those deputies, there was 3 of them there, corporal and 2 others. They responded real quickly. They knew that driver, obviously, because they've stopped that car before. They know he didn't have a license. And that happens a lot. Would you believe that we know who has licenses, who doesn't a lot of time?
I'm sure they're just the usual suspects that you're just like, you're never going to get a license again. So when I see you, it's going down and I'm going to find a reason to pull you over.
Yeah. Yeah. You've got thousands of dollars worth of tickets you cannot pay nor you'll never be able to get insurance because your license is suspended and blah, 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 blah. It's just a vicious cycle. We don't want to do this, but people choose to do this and they can't blame us for the poor decisions that they make.
Nope. Ride a bicycle with a headlight. Oh man, Richland had a traffic stop. It was just a whole bunch of stuff going down with that traffic stop. That was the
man, it was.
open containers, weed. I mean,
Yeah. That was a long stop. They went to this 2 or 3 times.
it was a long stop. We don't got to get into the video if you don't want to, but
Just
I mean,
a bit. Just a bit. Just a bit.
let's
Yeah.
jump into that video.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Arrington again.
Huh? There's an entire open liquor bottle in the back seat. Is it? Yeah. Huh, you can grab it up.
The girls are liking this guy right here.
Unlock door. I'm gonna tell you, go ahead and unlock it. Because there's an open liquor bottle in the floorboard of the back seat. That's not how that works. Can you unlock it? Appreciate it. Well, I mean, nobody can drink it. What do you mean? Not no, it's
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh yeah,
You
she's
checking
a
the
dealer tag in the middle of the night on her vehicle, but she said she owns the dealership. Got no insurance, but then she's gonna call her father. So obviously you don't own the dealership. If you gotta call your daddy, he get you out of trouble.
Okay. There we go. Get on out of here for us, sister. Let us see. She's hiding things right there. She's being suspicious right there.
100%.
Tucking it right now. Right now she's tucking it. Look,
Hey, you come back
she's
here.
tucking it.
I don't want you to get hit by a car. All right, so
And hiding it with the cup.
are y'all related?
Mm-hmm.
Turn her body away from gliding away from him.
Okay.
See? Turn her back.
I mean,
She's
well, you
fixing
can't be
it.
riding around with open container.
Oh, well, I'll get it from somebody.
Is there liquor in there?
From my friend.
If that open container was at the bottom of the screen, we'd see.
No, this is water.
Yeah, I just got this cup from my
All right,
friend.
well,
You can see they had all my stuff. They had all my stuff.
You can see it right there.
Dude, hey, she would have been better off just saying, "I'm a man."
I mean, go on.
That's it.
All right,
Like, I'm a
listen.
man. Don't touch
I
it.
identify as a male. Okay, I'm going
Yep.
through something,
Yep.
right? And I wouldn't have bought it, but still.
My name's Jerry. Don't touch it.
God of heaven, I can't do this. My name's Jerry. Don't touch it. My name's Jerry. Don't touch it. That's absolutely crazy, dude. With all the the irresponsibility there, with all the excuse making, I'm gonna be honest with you, I probably would have stroked her a ticket or two. Maybe not take her to jail. Yeah, whatever.
You think
But-
so?
Yeah, I probably would have.
You think so?
Yeah, I think I would have. Yeah, it's 2 of them there. You know what I'm saying? They could probably print out a ticket in no time. Here's the thing. Inside edition. Shh, I'm gonna whisper. Don't tell anybody. I'm about to tell you this. Something about the show. I don't have a printer in that car I drive around on Friday or Saturday night, so I have to handwrite my tickets.
Oh boy.
Yeah, don't tell
Do you
anybody.
Do you get a cramp?
Listen, lots of warnings. But if he has another deputy with him and they can write a stroke out a citation via computer, it gets printed right out.
Okay.
Bing, bang, boom, 5 minutes, you're done. They were on the call for 15, 20 minutes. Doesn't take much time.
They were on there for a minute. All
Oh,
the things.
man.
All the
All the things. You are not kidding, buddy.
things. Mm-hmm.
So Saturday night, I think was a little bit better, huh?
Yeah, it was a lot better. There's more going on that I would say piqued people's interest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a peek at it. How about some live reaction? Because I was on
Working.
the show, so I didn't see it, right?
Yeah, this
So,
is true.
let's see what
He was
happens.
involved
here.
in a hit and run.
Catch up.
All right, so we just had a northbound Sierra from Valencia. Looks like it just went through Arrow and westbound, possibly on Spring. Trying to catch up still.
Chasing a car.
I'll give you $50 if you do your mustache like that.
I wish I could.
Bring out this car. We're gonna try to catch up.
Try to catch up. I want to see what
Just
happens.
went southbound, the alley just west of Nuevo,
Oh, they're going.
and approaching Arrow.
We're definitely going
All right, we'll be in pursuit. I'll get you a plate here in a second.
hit and run. I thought it was a stolen car.
Arrow.
I think they said stolen car. Look, that's my kid.
Just westbound.
I'm telling you, the Chrysler 200 is the new Ultima.
Those things, yeah.
I'll get you in a
They
second.
don't make them anymore, right?
Uh-uh.
Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Westbound arrow through the red. Just through the red.
Oh,
Through
I thought that was it.
Yeah, me too. 'Cause I heard there was a crash, but guess that's it.
All right, through a red at Oleander.
Got through that one. What happened?
All right, TC, that's citrus.
They show the actual wreck?
Through a red at Oleander.
My bad.
Through a red at Oleander, all over the road. Approaching citrus. All right, TC,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
citrus.
See how it went down. Yeah.
Uh-huh. He basically pitted that SUV.
Roll over, start comp center.
No bail.
Get on the ground, get on the ground.
Oh, there was a
Get on the ground
minimal
now. Get
bail.
on the ground. Get on the ground.
That a dude?
Get on the ground.
It's a girl.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Maybe.
I think it's
All right, so right about there, I'm thinking to myself, when I see that slow bail, what in the world was she doing in the car? Reaching for something, stashing something? What do you think?
I would say the slow bail means some kind of intoxication, whether it's drugs or alcohol. That's to me what I think when I see a slow bail like that. I'm like, you idiot. Where they're just like, oh, I'm busted.
They're not moving in normal person speed. It's more like an intoxication
No.
speed. I got you.
If that was a dude, boom,
Oh my
lightning.
God.
Lightning.
What? Gone.
Lightning, gone.
Uh-huh.
If they were on crash, boom, gone.
Super whack. I don't like
I
crash.
thought somewhere they said it was a stolen car, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's a possibility, but that definitely turned into a hit and run one way or the other. Holy
I mean, was it a hit and run? You're still there.
Yeah, I don't see much damage on the car other than that when it flew by. Maybe, sideswipe something before we saw it. But yeah, it's a good point you're making. Well,
Whatever.
yeah.
That's Fontana things.
Fontana does Fontana things, man.
That's it. Just like that mustache.
Oh, baby.
Come on, do it. Do it. I'll give you $50 if you do it.
I'm going to tell you, if I could find a way to get this mustache and beard as full as I really want it to be, like the beard's growing. It's taking some while. It's growing on me, right? But this never gets thick. Just wiry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I got to shave mine down because it's the weirdest thing. I get gray hairs right here, just in the middle.
Ooh.
I look like a skunk. It's the weirdest thing ever. Wife is always like, why are you shaving so low? I'm like, because it's just a patch of grays right in the middle. It's horrible. It's horrible.
I understand. But you know what? Silver foxes, baby. That's what we are. I'm telling you right now.
I'm not there. I'm not there yet.
Because you keep cutting it.
No.
Let it grow out.
Got a couple grays in there. That's it.
All right, you want to check out this video from Berkeley County?
Let's go.
Here we go.
Get out with him and check on him, make sure he's all right.
Those blue lights.
I love it.
So the reason you're handcuffed, right, is because when I got here, I ran the plate on my computer, and the plate's come back stolen. So
Aww.
the passenger ended up in a marijuana bowl in the car. So that gives us call to search the car now. So I'm going to search the car, and they send it to a search of the persons. So
Probably like 8 or 10 weeks. Okay. Is he a Chihuahua?
No, he's a pit and lab.
any reason your name won't come back? Like you have no kind of identification or anything like that? Have you ever been arrested before? Never been arrested before?
I got a DVR. I get it. Can you hold him?
What's this? Riley.
What?
Inside the black book bag is a bunch of different credit cards and debit cards that does not belong to him. Also, they have a bunch of different license plates that they have in the car. So
You got a warrant out of the city of Goose Creek. Oh, you wouldn't believe it.
what?
Fraud. Financial transaction card fraud. That's kind of crazy. That's weird. That's suspicious.
That is very weird.
I knew it. I knew you was lying. I knew you were lying.
Checky.
Yeah. Yeah. She got crack in her bra. It's all falling out on the ground. Who got gloves on?
Bro,
You
that
got
excitement.
Uh-huh.
Why are you playing with me? We got some. You good?
Okay. I
Don't
think
step on it or you're going to catch another charge.
Step on it.
Just hold it right there. She got more in her bra.
So right now,
PT guy.
the female is under arrest for possession of crack, receiving stolen goods with the stolen tag, false information to police, and she also has an outstanding warrant out of the city of Goose Creek. The male half is going to go to jail tonight too, for financial card theft, and he's going to be facing them charges in court, and she's facing all the slew of charges that I'm going to be writing up on her as well. So.
That was purple.
Oh boy. What a mess, dude.
And he messed up his name.
What'd he say?
He said Devin.
Oh,
When he started the scene, he's like Devin Carr,
Devin
and I was like, what? I was like, you didn't read that right? And that's why at the end where you just heard, he's like, before everybody blows me up, I call him Devontae, and I'm like, you didn't put the T in there. You didn't put the T in there before.
I like Matt Eisman, huh? What do you think?
I like him better.
You guys, if you like Eisman, hey, listen, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Dan. Dan is the man. Don't get me wrong. He's smooth. He's a smooth operator. Silver Fox, that Dan Abrams. But I like when Eisman sits in. He's got a little more comedic flair. In my opinion, that's just me. Dan is like business, baby. He throws a little joke, a little pun in there, gives it to you, and then boom, right back. He's like an air traffic controller. Dan is in the studio too, man. I'm telling you, he's all over it. But Matt's a little more laid back, a little chill. Let's have a little fun.
I say Dan has the real dad jokes where you're like, ha ha ha.
No, I mean he's got some good ones. But Matt's like the substitute teacher. You can come in, we have it, play the movie, and then just beat it.
All right. Substitute teacher. That is great.
Yeah, I always want to be a substitute teacher. I won't lie.
Yeah. Can still do it.
Got a little something up my sleeve. Don't worry about it, folks.
Waiting for that one. Hey.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Oh, what did I do? Me?
It's the police. Can I get some brown sugar?
Shout out to Bad Boys.
I said I got that reference.
Yes, you did.
I got that reference.
You sent me a quick message, dude.
Laughing. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I missed the actual me recording it, but I was like I can't get to it fast enough, but I still gotta post it on Instagram.
Well, let's see if we can find it real quick. I don't like watching myself on television or anything like that. But just for Bad Boys' sake, Bad Boys Ride or Die is in theaters right now. We're supposed to be watching that movie, but here we are because we're men of the people, and this is the People's Podcast.
This is true.
Once again, the Cerveza making that situation no bueno. Let's go out to Daytona Beach. Sergeant Mike Bryant looking for a trespasser.
No, I mean, even if did it say in the system and is it properly marked?
No, so this used to be an abandoned home?
Yeah, it still is an abandoned home.
No, it's not anymore. It used to be stamped abandoned.
Oh.
They're actually renovating it now.
Oh, good for them. Looks like new windows. Hello? Police department. We're here to see if we can borrow some brown sugar. Depends on who you're asking. What's going on?
Ears perked up.
Did I bring a what? Sweet potato?
Are you kidding?
What in the world are you reaching for?
I
Relax.
thought I had a spider web on me. I was like, that.
Well, it's a good thing we showed up. You wouldn't have known, huh? How y'all doing?
I can't with myself. I can't even do it. I can't take myself serious, Jim. I can't do it.
It's okay. You don't have to. We all enjoyed it. It was great. It was funny. It was serious. It was wild. It was like walking through a spider web. All the emotions.
This Bean is always out here doing these things. And I couldn't remember her last name until she said it. And I was like, oh, yeah, you know, we've seen her. She's around that area. She's a regular. I didn't know she was camping out over there, but she's always tweaking, man. Huh?
It's so sad. It looks painful to just not be able to stop moving for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, not only painful, but it's also a situation where if you really pay attention to it, we know it's involuntary, right? They can't help what they're doing.
Yep.
But the people around them are so used to it. It's just like they don't even see a problem with it.
Yeah, none of the people there were like, are you okay? No. There was just, she's doing her thing and that's it. We're just going to do our thing.
Yeah. Well, you know, you see how far I stayed back. I want to give everybody their space. I didn't want to crowd anybody. I didn't want any
you don't
germs.
want to step on nothing. You don't want to rub up against something that they touch. None of that.
No.
None of that.
No. She's a mess. She's too much. These photos I was getting had me rolling. Bro.
I bet.
Had me rolling. Can I see a little bit more of it? Just a little bit, because I didn't watch it back yet.
Your natural behavior?
I told him I won't vandalize the property.
It's her natural behavior.
I promised I would clean up the whatever.
Oh God!
You know.
So basically, we're here because he wants to trespass.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys got to pack up and move.
All right, I got you. Young lady, what's your name?
All right.
Your name's Gravy?
You got to pack up and move.
Gravy.
Oh.
Where did you get gravy from?
Well, you was whispering with your head down.
I wasn't whispering.
All right.
No.
It's called brandy.
With a Y.
The why?
Yeah, just like the liquor.
Okay.
You want any narcotics tonight?
Brandy James, right?
No.
Oh, you're not the Brandy I'm looking for then. Okay,
No,
I thought you was.
that's not me, sir.
Okay. You sure?
I'm on camera right
Let me,
now.
wait. I thought you were one of those. You look like somebody I want.
No,
They
I don't.
zoomed in on those little piggies. That's gross.
Cameraman's got no chill. They be just zooming in on random stuff. Donuts, feet,
Zero chill.
turtles.
Nice and close to the turtle. I love
Mhm.
it. Turtle. So that place used to be, and that house used to be the bane of our existence back in the day. It was a crack house to the upteenth order. It was always people in there bailing out the back door. You get stolen cars packed back then behind that house. They deal out of the cars. There was an abandoned, bro. One day I roll up there. I'm on day shift. I roll up there, and there, I BS you not, there's an abandoned BMW 745.
Oh, what?
Not stolen. VIN number's legit. Comes back to like some dude out of like, you know, Milwaukee or something. I'm like, huh? It sat there for weeks.
Dang. You know about it?
I was like, what's happening? Nobody's stripping the car down. It's just unlocked. People just transient, just sleeping in 745.
It's comfortable. Full size.
There was no power. You couldn't even lay the seats back. There was no keys, unless they had the keys. So it wasn't nothing when I got there. But the car hadn't moved in days. You could tell. You know how you could tell. We could tell.
Yeah.
What a mess. And then it just disappeared one day. I was like, okay. But wait, there's more, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I want to go to you again.
All right, let's pop the screen up here and see what you're talking about, because again, didn't really watch this, but here we go.
Like stop someone open
Well,
container.
yeah, it's a city ordinance violation. City ordinance violation. You got a bunch of stuff in your pockets. What's that, man? You got a pistol, or you happy to see me? Okay, you got ID in one of them pockets? Because there's obviously some bulges. Any guns or anything on you?
Sure.
Okay. Mind if I check real quick? Just pat you down for weapons? Okay. Just nothing gonna stick me or poke me, right? That was your wallet bulging like that. Yes? That was your wallet bulging like that. No, it was your wallet. That's what I saw in your pocket.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, man. Listen, that's why I'm stopping you. City ordinance violation. Okay. How many IDs you got? Man, I saw 2 in there.
Man, look, I've been in prison, man. Hey, bro, can I call you back? All right. I've been in prison.
On a personal note, you don't have to explain that. You said, listen to me. You said, bro, can I call you back? But it said, mom. You called your mom, bro?
No.
My brother via your mom. Gotcha. I was confused. 2024, you can do what you want. I'm just curious. Idiot. What am I going to find if I run your name? You on probation or anything? No warrants? No warrants?
Parole about 3 months ago.
Okay.
Nothing on me. No, sir.
Okay. Couple things, okay? I'll tell you why I'm stopping you and we'll go from here. I'm going to run your name. You're sitting on a piece of property that's on a piece of property that says no trespass.
Holy shit.
I understand that. I'm just letting you know. And then when I came around the corner, I saw you put the beer can down because you saw the spotlight, right? So you're like, oh.
But it ain't like I'm hiding. I'm being honest. I don't want no drama.
Well, you technically, when you saw the light, you tried to put it away from you. So that's kind of hiding.
I don't want
All right. All right. I'm just letting you know why I'm stopping you, okay? All right. Hang tight for me, okay? I'm going to run your name, make sure you're good. And after that.
Well, Sergeant Mike Bryan.
Well, listen. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. It was on that exact corner last week where I stopped the guy on the bike and almost got hit by a drunk driver.
So you didn't watch any of the show, did you, for Saturday?
No.
Because they had some nice words to say after that encounter if you want to keep listening to it, which I appreciate that they said.
Is that right?
Yep.
Oh.
So you got to watch yourself a little bit longer.
I don't want to do it. Probably just turn the sound off and let it play out because I'm thinking they're going to shift to something else, right? And then come back. Yeah, they went to Yacobozi and the little girl, right? I think, because I heard a lot about that. Remember Yacobozi with their trash pandas and the little girl as deputy?
That went on too. That was a dragged out situation, but he did a great job of interacting with the community.
Oh, he's good at that. All right, so I think I got it queued up real quick. So let's see what you're talking about.
Okay. Where does your mom live? In South Daytona, close? You're not allowed there. Don't get there.
Yeah, what not like past history, I mean, South Daytona, but you know what? I'm trying.
You know where you at. Night. It's a lot. We're over here a lot, right? We don't want people hanging out here because it's not a safe place to be. Number one, was hanging out in a strip club. You'll think I was there for the girls, right? So if you're hanging out in the drug area, what I think you're here for? All right, so where you gonna go? Keep yourself together, man. This is not a place to be. I don't want to see you become a victim or an addict or go back to prison. Fair enough? All right. I'll let your boy. Sergeant Bryant. All right, Phil. Take care of yourself, man. Thank you. Yes, please. Yes, it's a trash.
That was Sergeant Mike Bryan having a come to Jesus talk with that man, and that's why we like seeing him. We're going back to Indian River. This is Deputy John Lazar.
Come to Jesus.
And we like to see him.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Man of the people.
It's a people's podcast. That's what we do. Oh, baby.
On to the next one. Mike doesn't want to see himself anymore.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Well, you shouldn't be on the show so much.
I know. Jeez. What else do we have, Jim? There was another call you were mentioning to me.
Yeah,
later on
sure.
in the show. What was it?
It's you.
No.
It sure is. It sure is. With Ninja Man.
The American Ninja Warrior. Yeah, that was a handful. Yeah.
That's all I had was mainly Mike calls for Saturday because I was so intrigued at all the commentary and all the positive things that were going down.
Well, the arm wrestling thing happened with Curtis, and
that was pretty cool.
And then the deputy in Richland, right, wrestled Kimbo Slice's doppelganger. That was gigantic.
Mm-hmm.
Was he an arm wrestler by profession?
I don't think so. I think he was just boasting about the 425 that he could bench press 25 times. So he says.
That's a big boy.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty cool moment, though.
It was, and I was all about the shout out because it wasn't like something cheesy like, oh, my Instagram handle is blah 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 blah. You know, check me out. It was like a real hey, check me out because I do this for the people and I'm trying to get my small business fired up, just like we're trying to get our podcast fired up.
I did it all. Publicity out there. I got you. Hey, yeah, I got you. Okay. Why are you trying to get a shout out? You trying to get that business going? I'll tell you what.
Well, we've all been to some crazy bar mitzvahs in our days. Let's go to Daytona Beach. Sergeant Mike Bryan responding to reports of a man trashing a hotel room.
Wait, stats that the male may have nunchucks or something. Got a second unit just in case? We'll deal with a ninja here.
Oh, that part. I did say that. Oops.
Staff just said he's the lies in the gentleman.
Forget. Go past it.
DJ Norton on scene
there we
with
go.
the alien, and this is getting hand to hand here.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, when you're ready. Okay, you got me. All right, you got me.
Yeah.
That don't scare me.
Don't matter. I'm strong as the ox.
Oxen are strong.
Yeah.
I don't know if you are strong or not.
Yeah, I bet 475.
That's all? That's light work, man.
Shit.
That's like 475. That's light work.
25 times.
25 times.
Yeah.
If you're 25, you should be doing 27. I mean, come on now.
That's a lot of weight.
That is a lot of weight.
Hello? Yeah, what's up?
I'm gonna go ahead and play out.
DJ Norton, now it's even getting into our studio. The chaos on Saturday night.
Yeah,
Just
let's
unbelievable. Who's winning here? This is actually a good fight.
When I turn my hat around,
Thank you. Somebody
What a
knows
good
going
movie.
over the top. All right, let's get back to Daytona Beach and Sergeant Mike Bryan. I don't know what's going on Saturday night.
Police department, come to the door. Yeah, I can see him.
You can see him?
Yeah, come on, open it. Open it. Daytona Beach Police, let me see your hands right now. Police department.
I'm behind you.
Come. Yeah, turn around.
Central, give us
Face
the
away from me.
American in.
Hands up.
Right,
On the
you-
back
I'm
of your
behind you,
head.
I got
Hey, stop moving. Turn around away from me. I'm going to tase you. Turn around. Turn around and face away from me. Do it now. Do it now.
Turn around now. Listen to instructions. All right, on you.
Don't move.
All right.
You hear me? Put your hands on your head and don't move.
Getting pissed right there.
Relax. Don't move. Okay, well, you better listen to my commands when I'm telling you what to do.
Take it 1, 10, 12, or code 4.
Relax. You got nunchucks and all of that. Step back this way.
I've been in my own
With
apartment.
knives and relax.
I've been in my own place.
Delta 22, Victor 134.
Step back.
Go ahead, America.
Stop in my own place. You relax. Dude, I'll explain to you what's going on. Turn around. Spread your feet. Spread your feet. You're being detained right now. Did they come to you and ask you any questions a little while ago?
Yes, I said, no problem. I'll check out at 10.
All right, well, hang tight. We'll get to the bottom of it, okay? Any guns or knives on you?
No, my gun has been pawned.
Okay.
My nunchuck.
There are your nunchucks. Okay, you mind if I just check your pockets for any weapons? I'm going to pat them down. You don't mind?
I don't have
it. Okay. Good boy. Okay.
That's messed up, Mike. You should have said that. That was demeaning and degrading. I don't like that at all.
Well, at least you took it back down to a good level because you were hot. I was like, here he goes. He's gonna ride the lightning. Here he goes. Here he goes. And he listened. It doesn't make for good TV.
But it would make even worse TV if I tased them because then I have to do all the paperwork.
I know. You did great. A lot of self-control there. And you didn't take a rod nunchuck to the head because those things hurt.
But there's broken stuff on the ground. So, I'm immediately thinking if he grabs a knife, if he's a knife thrower, I'm at a disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, he could be anything. Like literally a ninja.
It could easily be a ninja, right? So he could have did a backflip, landed on me, bicycle kick. So I had to just go straight to the taser and let's keep it moving.
There we go. You did great.
What a night, man. Sweated like a woman of the night in church. It was rough, man. Well, my short sleeve shirt had some issues. Other short sleeve shirt was in the cleaners. The other one's got a tear in it. So I had to make it a business decision. And that decision was obviously wear the unceremonious long sleeves, which I immediately regretted when I stepped out of the house.
I bet. I bet.
Yeah.
Need to get those bicycle polo shirts.
The undershirts for that low carrying vest are pretty, like the wicking material. They're pretty good. I like them. The long sleeve and the short sleeve, but you need that wind, man. If you don't get that wind, it's just humid.
You don't gotta tell me.
Motorcycle, man, helmet and jacket and all that crap.
Wow, it's too much.
When's the last time you rode that motorcycle? You got a nice motorcycle. You gotta show the people the motorcycle.
Bike week. That was the last time. It was hot then.
It's fantastic.
I don't think I rode it after that.
Yeah, well, busy man. Man of the people.
We're all busy.
We're doing God's work out here, Jim. What can you do?
Hey, we're trying to, right?
Great things coming. I expect the giant announcement here coming up. There she is. Who's that, Ducati?
Yeah.
Oh, baby. I'm going to get a better picture and I'm going to pick her and I'm going to post it in here in the edit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
So I'm expecting a gigantic announcement for OP Nation coming up here soon. There was something else that was posted today via our X page. If you take a peek at it, my captain, who is Captain Byron Williams, applied for a job at the city of Holly Hill. We found out, everybody found out today that he's going to be retiring and taking the chief of police position at a neighboring agency just north of us at Holly Hill Police Department. Their chief unceremoniously had to retire due to some scandal, if you will. So when something like that happens, my captain leaves, lieutenant is promoted to captain, a sergeant is promoted to lieutenant, and an officer or detective is promoted to sergeant. So the 3 promotions from this one person leaving. I am on a short list of promotions. We don't know what's going to happen. That's not up to me. That's up to the chief and the powers that be. But we're praying for that. But
it's up to God.
It's up to the Lord himself.
God's up to the Lord.
That's it, buddy.
The Lord is going to give you some more bars.
I don't know about that, man. We'll see. We'll see. But I expect a lot of movement here in, a month or two coming up. So OP Nation, stay tuned. But the even bigger announcement than that is changes on the show. I'll say no more than that. But I have a feeling during the summer some things change.
And we'll leave it at that, Mike.
See you next week, buddy. Let's do it.
Bingo, baby.
Got you out there, and 25 got you out there also.